standing and moving in a small space. This movement session is designed for you and your kitchen, or an intimate space that expands your creative and somatic awareness. It is designed to nurture you in a different sort of way. As always, listen carefully to your mind, body, so as to become responsible for how you move. Slow everything down to be mindful and thoughtful as you turn inward, and remember, this is about you. So there is never a right or wrong way in these movement sessions. You're not trying to follow someone. That would only take you out and away from your body. This work presents no visual distractions, but allows you to focus internally. You will only hear my voice. If something I say is unclear to you, just repeat what you have been doing or return to our beginning position and be real. Be there. You will eventually be back in the flow, back into your dance. Somatic awareness is like finding the root system that feeds you without letting fear, doubt, mistrust bang on your door. Let's begin. Begin standing in a small space, perhaps a floor space of 3 feet by 3 feet. You can be barefooted or with tennis shoes on. That's up to you. The floor needs to be flat and even. I love dancing in my kitchen. With your feet underneath your pelvis, arms hanging at your side, and eyes closed, take a moment to reflect on how it feels to stand today. What does standing mean to your body? Observe and be clear about your intentions, feelings, dynamics in this moment. Now, let gravity take you forward and back. Forward onto your toes and back onto your heels. Rock forward and back many times. Notice how the rest of your body compensates for these changes. What are your arms doing? What's happening to your feet? What is your pelvis doing? How's your head adjusting? When fostering movement awareness, you can become less reliant on old embedded habits. Are you holding tension in your neck? Now allow gravity to pull you this way and that. Possibly linear pathways or circular pathways. Move in all ways possible, transferring your weight, allowing the weight to shift from one area of your foot to another, from one foot to the other foot. When tired, stop and rest. How does standing feel now? What is the difference between when you first started and now? Are you beginning to let go of distractions, judgment, personal preferences? Do you need to rethink your standing position so you move with more efficiency and with less effort? Separate your feet further apart if necessary, or closer together. Soften your knees. If you feel any discomfort, stand. What are you noticing? Are you listening to your internal rhythm? Your breathing? Your heartbeat? Remember, this is your multi-sensory journey. Your time, your dance. Go back to moving. Almost as if the room was moving and you were going with it. Find out how your arms want to be involved to create a sense of balance. Listening to your body, begin again. rolling all over your feet, toes, your ankles. It's almost like a self-massage for the feet. Over and across and onto and into all surfaces of your feet. Once you begin moving, continue and don't stop unless you become tired and need to rest. Your repetitive movement acts as a lubricant for all your joints. Involve the knees and the hips. It is like you are changing the oil inside your car. Now you're experiencing it inside your body. Toes begin to expand and more movement is coming into your feet. Go ahead. Move forward and back, side to side, in all directions, and how your ankles are warming up. Your legs are just beginning to adjust, and your pelvis. There is more movement coming into your calves and knees. Take in consideration all other movement that your body is wanting to explore or include. Your movement vocabulary is evolving through your imagination and emotional processing. You might even find your shoulders and head participating. Now, allow your rolling motion to take you into stepping forward and back. Dissolve all movement into stepping forward and back, alternating feet, shifting your weight from one foot to another, and notice other things like balance. There is no right or wrong way of doing this, only to listen and allow your body to lead. If it feels off balance or awkward, what do you need to do to change this? Smaller steps? Too much weight on the foot forward? Notice every movement, every moment is all about change because your space is small and you also have a chance to notice any kind of discomfort. If that is happening, move a little bit slower, smaller steps as you transfer weight. Take time in understanding any mental, physical, or emotional distractions. These movement meditations are created to care for you as you transform. It is not so much about learning, but about receiving. There's also a big difference between a distraction and pain in the body. Pay attention to that. Now, see if your feet are more grounded on the floor. The stability might allow your knees more movement and you can take bigger steps. Your inner thighs are reaching further out. Your pelvis is finding more natural movement. Let your arms enjoy the freedom of this stepping dance. You might be reaching and pulling and pushing through space. If you have cats, think about how they need. Do they do that to express happiness or to calm down or claim space? What does this remind you of? Memories. Let them refresh you. Remember, no judgment. You're finding the ease and flow within your somatic being. Make sure you are you while in these movement sessions. You are helping you to actualize you. Now, does your head, neck, and shoulders want to move? If you need more support, please use the back of a chair or the countertop if balance is presenting a problem. Try and make the small space fit your movement or vice versa. Keep noticing what else is happening. What are you also doing? Sometimes your arms are down, barely moving, but your feet are in constant motion. Moving constantly, but at different rhythms, different speeds, meandering, listening, and allowing an organic sense of your movement to take over. If one part of your body is tender or slightly painful, move slower and around it. Move in all ways possible without pain. Open up all of your movement, almost like an autobiographical dance. This is about you. It is about re-educating yourself through movement, adjusting, or perhaps eliminating old habits. Now, come back to standing, to your original position. Stillness settles inside your body. Closing your eyes, notice everything. Notice all the new things. What brings satisfaction now will never feed tomorrow. Every day you are different. Bring who and what you are into each session. Your imagination, memory, observations. Your somatic state is now alive and will take care of you for the rest of the day.